the road sector that everybody was complaining about.
Now, as the Minister of Roads and Highway pursued to their expeditious completion, indeed, with this year being the year of roads, I'm happy to state that there's been an appreciable improvement in the trunk road network in the country, as more sections of roads are being upgraded from gravel surface to bitumen surface or asphalt concrete surfacing roads.
Although the road sector was given the needed attention in the first 3 years, between 2017 and 2019, the desired results could not be achieved due to long years of neglect before the 2016 elections. With a strong determination to commit more resources to fix the road sector and give it serious attention, the year 2020 was declared as the year of roads. And with this directive, the Ministry of Roads and Highways and its agencies, Ghana Highway Authority, Department of Urban Roads and Department of Feeder Roads needed to double their effort to speed up the pace of road construction in Ghana. Here are highlights of some of the major roads commissioned, going through clearing and drainage and culvert works in progress, completed or handed over.
So at first, this bridge, we are not able to cross if there is rain. But now, we have seen that the government has constructed a new one for us. And the new one, they have raised it up. Because they have raised it up, if there is rain, water cannot be on top of that one, that new one. So now, we are thanking the government very much for doing this bridge for us.
It's a sign of relief and a joy for us to see this construction going on, because we have always been changing parts on our vehicles for the bad road. And say Yahoo light Kencity. Yahoo say government was starting infrastructural work. Maybe so do so. Na say ya brena by 30 years Yahoo development be our house. Say Yahoo say omo constructing gutters, omo wash say your roads no. Abaya. Yahoo major infrastructural development wa your area ha. Enti the government has say.
First go ho ya bi ene muluson lo de ka ho ne kan no ne ho e go o bon chinemu kai go na ba ka ne kan no go ne ko shesha go na kan bia mi iyo ya ka no fe no ba fe pepe ni daman onu paashi ake the president ake amebo wo yemu na wa mebo wo yemu otue na me chuhe ni ameha wo no ameya no na amefi ame no be.
In the central region, stakeholders prepare to hand over the Cape Coast Chufuprasu Road to the community, complete with road furniture.
I'm telling you, sir, in the young Kotala, and I mean, I'm going to some American show there. This is the first time I young Kotar, maybe I best comedy. Until I so part there in the day, young Kota be at Rotterdam, Madam Sister, in the Yana, what you man, man, joy, Yaroyan, Fia, Yadino Kosodo Numpo. You could do na we fiansa kota ya mama sise ewu de so bi ya kra on cher meeting kaka bi ye bodu afre na sodo ma wonya na yarsa ye do bibia ase ye do mampanyin na wa hwe made bi wo gudam kota ye da na ase obi mu wodu wo ba wodu wanu beka de wo be wi echi no na ehu faso bi ada ho ye da mo ase
mata for the past almost 40 years me in my kwani ma not tell that do in fact na on ye na no mututu na ade but recently and you who there contract be a Bahama or your road. In fact, all your road, you there see a road no I need for this a cars flow be accurate. That one of Crema, I can't way in the winner has papa. So the young two convention. No, a corner Ghana hanging a woman not away more today. Yes, the way the winner has.
Governments have come, governments have gone. By presidency, a conversation why and why a quantity year in the amount there. I demand about motorway. It's well done or well executed.
to the reconstruction of the Ariankwanta to Obuasi Road. The community shares their approval and gratitude.
Say na first kwan wo munye no nda kwan na enye kora na hadwun ka kwati so ntimi nko
class ni bi wo kora na ekofa formna na akọ kumase
ti Ghana ban no oteze kwan obeya man we first kwan so say the city enso no omuye yo de abedu nkwanta ha na pa.
At Amafie, a farming community in the newly created Western North region, the road linking the town to the regional capital, Rosso, is under reconstruction.
Alfred Kwame Isiedu Walker, the only independent candidate in the 2020 presidential race, takes the first bite in the GBC NCCE Presidential Encounters 2020 series. Join us live on GTV on Thursday, 12th November 2020 at 7 p.m. as we quiz the man who aspires to cross the boardroom to the Jubilee House. The 2020 presidential encounter is powered by the Star Ghana Foundation with support from the Ghana Integrity Initiative.
Do you know that 14th November is World Diabetes Day? Do you know that women weighing above 90 kilos are
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wo say ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ye sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampania o wotemane abada ye mane manma. December 7th abato no si wadwene pi na kwato abama na ekufuado ene MPP mra shebedani MPP amamuo wani behu waso bete for more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro nanado oye number one. First team soro nanado order number one. Wait. Shasoro nanado oye number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu minianom Ghana for MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wo say ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ye sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampania o wotemane abada ye mane manma. December 7th abato no si wadwene pi na kwato abama na ekufuado ene MPP mra shebedani MPP amamuo wani behu waso bete for more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro nanado oye number one. First team soro nanado order number one. Wait. Shasoro nanado oye number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu minianom Ghana for
MPP aban kwana se the tumi ma wo mu Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO one district one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E was say ye bon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ye sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia or what money abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato wadano. Si wadwini pi na kwatu abama na ekufuado ene MPP mrashe bedeni. MPP amemu when ibe waso bete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, Minianom Ghana for MPP aban kwana se the tumi ma wo mu Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO one district one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E was say ye bon.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the media. With this short documentary that has been shown, we should have ended this session.
MPP amemu when ibe waso bete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah.
To do my presentation, I will have to make sure that I keep to the time. But I wish I have been given more than 5 hours because I have a lot to talk about for the road sector. I'm so confident and I have the courage to face the Kenyan public on behalf of His Excellency the President and to talk to Kenyans through the press. My confidence comes from the fact that His Excellency the President has done a lot in the road sector within the period of 3.5 years. And if you have a good appreciate the good work and expatiate on the programs with key achievements of the cabinet. I will be touching on routine maintenance, I will be touching on periodic maintenance, I will be touching on road development projects, I will touch on bridges, I will touch on interchanges, footbridges, road safety, pipeline projects, ACOMA, that is African Lagos Corridor Management Authority. I'll be talking about disbursement, some staffing issues, and update on PWD initiative. That is people with disabilities. As a short introductory remark, I want to but we must know where we are coming from before we can appreciate what has been done within these 3.5 years of Excellency, the President of the Republic. And I will give you a short, brief statistics. As at January 7, when God and the good people of this country handed over the administration of the nation to His Excellency, the President.
Last on the ballot, but no means the least, businessman and politician Alfred Kwame Isiedu Walker, the only independent candidate in the 2020 presidential race, takes the first bite in the GBC NCCE Presidential Encounters 2020 series. Join us live on GTV on Thursday, 12th November 2020 at 7 p.m. as we quiz the man who aspires to cross the boardroom to the Jubilee House. The 2020 presidential encounter is powered by the Star Ghana Foundation with support from the Ghana Integrity Initiative.
Hi, I'm Araba Clean. Do you wash your hands after visiting the toilet? Do you wash your hands after playing? And what about changing your baby's nappy or even after shaking hands? Do you wash your hands properly before preparing food or even eating? Unwashed hands carry disease germs that you cannot see. The germs contaminate your food and make you fall sick. You can get cholera and diarrhea when you eat contaminated food. Wash your hands with soap and running water. Wash your palms and fingernails, as well as the back of your hands and wrists. Always remember to wash your hands properly after going to the toilet, after playing, before cooking, and before eating.
If you take
Wasobete, for more for Nana to do more for you.
Oh yeah, number one. First team soro, Nanado, order number one. Wait. Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, Minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ya sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampania o wote mane abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato oda no. Si wadwene pi na kwato abama na Akufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for Nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ya sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampania o wote mane abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato oda no. Si wadwene pi na kwato abama na Akufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for Nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ya sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampania o wote mane abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato oda no. Si wadwene pi na kwato abama na Akufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for Nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ya sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampania o wote mane abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato oda no. Si wadwene pi na kwato abama na Akufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for Nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ya sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampania o wote mane abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato oda no. Si wadwene pi na kwato abama na Akufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for Nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana siya di tumi ma wamu wa Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama eduani abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama eduma ba ma mebunu enya biye. Ene constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusuya bia enya mumfaso. Ewa say ye bohon bain. COVID-19 ya ribone baye. Ya sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia o wate mani abada ye mani maima. December 7th abatu wadano. Si wadini pi. Na kwa tuwa bama na ekufu wadu ene MPP mrashe bedeni. MPP amemwo wenibehu wasobete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro nanado oye number one. First team soro nanado order number one. Wait. Shasoro nanado oye number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana siya di tumi ma wamu wa Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama eduani abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama eduma ba ma mebunu enya biye. Ene constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusuya bia enya mumfaso. Ewa say ye bohon bain. COVID-19 ya ribone baye. Ya sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia o wate mani abada ye mani maima. December 7th abatu wadano. Si wadini pi. Na kwa tuwa bama na ekufu wadu ene MPP mrashe bedeni. MPP amemwo wenibehu wasobete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro nanado oye number one. First team soro.
To do some rationalization to do.
Another order number one. Wait. Shasoro nanado oye number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana siya di tumi ma wamu wa Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama eduani abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama eduma ba ma mebunu enya biye. Ene constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusuya bia enya mumfaso. Ewa say ye bohon bain. COVID-19 ya ribone baye. Ya sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia o wate mani abada ye mani maima. December 7th abatu wadano. Si wadini pi. Na kwa tuwa bama na ekufu wadu ene MPP mrashe bedeni. MPP amemwo wenibehu wasobete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro nanado oye number one. First team soro nanado order number one. Wait. Shasoro nanado oye number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana siya di tumi ma wamu wa Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama eduani abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama eduma ba ma mebunu enya biye. Ene constituency bia enya ambulance. Ya mano da chinti. Free SHS abusuya bia enya mumfaso. Ewa say ye bohon bain. COVID-19 ya ribone baye. Ya sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia o wate mani abada ye mani maima. December 7th abatu wadano. Si wadini pi. Na kwa tuwa bama na ekufu wadu ene MPP mrashe bedeni. MPP amemwo wenibehu wasobete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro nanado oye number one. First team soro nanado order number one. Wait. Shasoro nanado oye number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se yedi tumi ma womo a Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mebunu enya biye. Ene constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ye sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia o what money abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato odano. Si wadwini pi na kwato abama na ekufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se yedi tumi ma womo a Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mebunu enya biye. Ene constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ye sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia o what money abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato odano. Si wadwini pi na kwato abama na ekufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se yedi tumi ma womo a Ghana enya nkoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mebunu enya biye. Ene constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mumfaso. E wasa ye bohon ban. COVID-19 ya de bone ba ye. Ye sensuo so kania free. Na nado ye mampenia o what money abada ye mane maima. December 7th abato odano. Si wadwini pi na kwato abama na ekufuado ene MPP mra shebedani. MPP amemu wani behu waso bete. For more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another.
Our bauxite deposit. We have so far secured for the first lot for 10 projects, $500 million. And I am happy to state that Sanoshore, which is the insurance company to Sano Hydro, has underwritten all the 10 projects. For that matter, Sano Hydro has given approval, and almost all the 10 projects are being worked on. And the first lot of 10 projects, some are the Tamale Interchange, the PTC Takrady Interchange, and so on. We have almost finished with the first lot made up of the 10 projects. The second lot which will deal with almost 62 different projects across the 16 regions of this country are being worked on, and we are at the feasibility stages at various parts of the country. We have also embarked upon critical roads program, and this dream was hatched at Senche at a cabinet retreat where all the 16 regional ministers were invited, and there was a long brainstorming session chaired by His Excellency the President himself to identify critical roads in all the regions. And we came up with a total of 78 critical projects across the country. And as I go along, I will expatiate on that. And I can make a statement that as I speak now, all the 78 different critical projects in all the regions are going on simultaneously and are different levels of completion. The president is most going on simultaneously and the government is most of completion. The president is most simultaneously and the government is most of completion. Under the previous administration. Now, 304 different cocoa projects, road projects are going on simultaneously in all the cocoa, coffee growing areas. These are the proper places where the cocoa roast project should be undertaken, and this is nationwide. And out of this total, 235 of these projects are being handled by feeder roads. And you know, feeder roads, as the name suggests, deals with the rural roads. So as many as 235 roads under the cocoa program are being handled by feeder roads. It tells you that the roads are at their proper places. There is a special program involving 69 trunk roads. And trunk roads are being handled by the Ghana Highway Authority. But under a special arrangement, Cocoa Board is funding these projects in this country. And the marriages, the length, 1,425 kilometers and 1,282 kilometers, respectively, with their corresponding amount of 1.6 billion and a little over 3 billion, respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, colleague ministers, road sector programs continue. We are rehabilitating a number of town roads in the country, and Department of Urban Roads is handling a total of 36, working out to 236 kilometers. Department of Feeder Roads is handling 42, and Ghana Highway Authority is handling 10, and all these rehabilitation of roads are being brought to surface dressing. We are also doing asphaltic overlay of inner city roads, and up to date, cumulatively, we have done a little over 1,000 kilometers nationwide, and it continues. We are also working on La Beach Road completion project, spanning over a distance of 26 kilometers, and the Beach Road project starts from Independence Square to Tema, and is being dualized. From Independence Square through Tessinungwa, the road is being dualized to ease congestion on that road, and the contractors are on site as we speak, working, and it's going on. And once it has started, whatever starts under His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, unlike the past, God willing, we'll see completion. No project started will be stopped because they are handling 42 planned 4, and we are careful about the funding source. Things are not done haphazardly, and whatever was infrastructure inshallah, God willing, and as the battle continues to be the Lord's, once started, we'll see completion. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, government is also implementing comprehensive road projects. We have 7 number Northern bridges, 50 number check bridges program, Volivo Cable Stay Bridge, Dipe, Ituri, and Ankobra bridges, Adoso, Echiman from Bridge over the Volta River leading to the Fram Plains, bridge over River Pra, Praso, funded by Government of Ghana, and as many as 89 different Mabi Bailey bridges. Government is also implementing a comprehensive bridge program in other areas. And as I speak to you now, we are reconstructing the 3 major bridges in the northern sector, Bupe, Yape, and Daboya bridges. And if
on site, as we speak,
remember what happened in 2017, we had serious problems with Bupe and Yape bridges. And these are the bridges in the northern region, and they lie in what we call the central corridor of our road infrastructure. The central corridor is the road from Accra through Kumasi, Tamale to Paga. And these 2 bridges, Yape, Bupe, I always refer to them as identical twins because they have the same statistics. They were constructed in the mid-60s, and they are, each of them is about 220, 30 meter long. And as soon as one has a problem, the other one becomes ineffective.
And it's going on. After once it has started, whatever starts.
In 2017, early 2017, we had problems with both bridges. Meanwhile, 5-6 years back, under NDC administration, there's a technical report, and they had been warned that those 2 bridges had outrun their years of usefulness, their design life, because they were designed to last a maximum of 50 years. So they had to be replaced with new ones. And truly, to engineering warning, in 2017, both of them developed problems, dangerous problems. And I'm happy to visit the northern region, and I went onto the scene with my technical engineers. We had to take immediate action on the spot to avert imminent danger. And I was allowed to take that bold decision, which brought a lot of inconveniences and hardships to our people and the traveling public and the motoring public. On my feet then, on behalf of His Excellency the President, I had to order a complete closure of the 2 bridges. Today, I'm happy to inform the nation on behalf of His Excellency the President that both Yape and Bupe bridges are under construction. 2 new bridges are being built at the same time. And my ministry has taken all the necessary steps to do proper maintenance of the existing bridges. And we are keeping an eagle eye on both of them until we complete these bridges. We do not leave it there. We have learned confronted this nation. We are again building another bridge at Daboya, which will serve as an alternative route should anything happen to any of these two bridges in the Central Corridor. And I'm happy also again to inform this nation that the Daboya Bridge is also awarded on contracts. So the three bridges are going to be built together simultaneously for the nation. And this can only happen under a serious president, a serious government. Nation building is not a joke. It requires people who have tenacity of purpose and people who are determined to work to change the fortunes of the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, we have also embarked upon programs of interchanges. And as at now, 7 different interchanges are being built in our country, unprecedented in the history of this nation. We are building 7 interchanges, and work has started and going on, and some of them are at very high percentage completion. Pokwasi Interchange is being built, and the first, second, and third years will be open to traffic before end of this very month, November. Pokwasi Interchange is a 4-tier interchange, and is the first of its kind in West Africa, and the second of its kind in the whole of Africa. The only 4-tier interchange in Africa is in South Africa, Durban, and it's called EB Kote Interchange, built in 1973. This is the second interchange, 4-tier interchange in Africa. And if I would tell the people of this country a short story of how it became a 4-tier interchange. Originally, it was designed to be a 3-tier interchange. But when the contractors moved to site, and it's being financed by the African Development Bank, when they moved to site, substantial savings were made. And I was informed by the consultants and the engineers, contractors, and my technical people. And I asked them what could be done with the savings. They gave me 2 options. They said, Minister, it will be enough to add another tier. It could also be used to provide some more infrastructure, like schools, markets, whatever, at the area. So if it could give us a 4th-tier interchange, let us go in for it. And all of us were in agreement. I went to His Excellency the President to inform him about it because I had to bring it to his attention. He has been given the authority, the executive power to rule this country. I am his sector minister working for him. I couldn't take this decision. I had to go and discuss it with him. And he asked me the same question. Minister, what could be done with it? He said, it could be used for either of these 2 things, but it looks as if my engineers and myself believe that we should add another tier to the interchange. And I wish you were there. He said, Minister, go ahead. Minister, go ahead. This is the kind of president that the people of this country are fortunate to have. If it had been some people, it could have been something else. It's not every president, it's not every government that will apply such savings to the benefit of the people of this country. We are building Obichebe Lamte Circle Interchange, and like the Pokwasi Interchange, by the end of this month, it will be open to traffic. Motorway interchange is in currency. The first phase has been open to traffic, and we are all living witnesses of the magnificence of that interchange. The second phase will commence within the first quarter of next year. We have Mungwa Beria interchange. Sod has been cut already, and work is going on. It's a composite project, the interchange plus the road work. And work is going on. Tamale interchange is ongoing. PTC interchange, the Sano Hydro is mobilized to site. And then the East Legon underpass, you know, is already completed and open to traffic. We also have research programs with great advantages as listed, and I hope being thrown out. These are researches to support our work. And you see it there. We have under this research program a pilot area-wide intelligent traffic management system. And today you go to urban roads, and from a dashboard in a room, you can see from Accra on the Nsawam up the Nsawam road what is happening on the on our roads. Now, let me move to achievement. Having gone through the programs and what are being done by the government, let me now move to achievement. What the government has been able to do under the leadership of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for the past 3.5 to 5 years. We have undertaken a number of routine maintenance activities, and this covers pothole patching, grading, desilting, vegetation control, maintenance of traffic lights. And you can see in figures the road maintenance programs. That's the physical progress in kilometers. Total, we did 40,403 in 2017, 30,791 2018, 27,410 in 2019, 2020 year of roads. As at end of September, we haven't added the third quarter. We are done 25,496, totaling 124,000. Again, we have undertaken a number of periodic maintenance activities covering resealing of our roads, regraveling, asphaltic overlay, spot improvement, partial reconstruction, upgrading, and minor rehabilitation across the nation. And in total, they work up to 2,750. The achievements continue under Sano Hydro. And as aforementioned, the first phase of the Sano Hydro is made up of 10 different projects and at different upgrading stages of completion. The Tamale Interchange is around 54% completion, and work is going on in earnest. Western and Cape Coast inner city roads and being worked on is 25%. Completion, Ashanti and Western Feeder Roads 20% completion, rehabilitation of Jasikan to Dodo Pepesu Road, and this stretch of road is part of the Eastern Corridor roads and is 25% and is being undertaken by Sano Hydro, and work is going on in earnest. PTC, usually referred to as Nkrumah Interchange, as I have already mentioned, the contractor, which is Sano Hydro, is mobilizing to site to start work. Sunyani and Berekun inner city roads, the contractors have mobilized to start work. The 10 work is going on lots, 10 different projects under the first phase of the Sano Hydro facility will add to a total of 441 kilometers of roads, working out to $500 million. And this covers 6 projects. The remaining projects are also at different stages. Accra inner city roads under Sano Hydro will cover 84 kilometers. Kumasi inner city roads will cover 100 kilometers, and the dualization of Adenta Dodowa Road 14 kilometers, and the fourth one, making 10 projects, is rehabilitation of Ajumako Afranzia Road, the length of which is 38 kilometers. Continuing with the achievements under the Cocoa Roads program, Ghana Highway Authority, as aforementioned, is handling 69 lots, working out to 1,282.2 kilometers. The projects include the following, and I believe it's thrown out there for your visualization. I need not read through them because of the limited time that I have. So it continues, and the tables indicate the length of each road and the progress percentage, that's percentage completion. We are also undertaking a number of town roads, and they are also being projected, but I want to inform distinguished people herein assembled in this room and the Ghanaian public that we have a tall list of roads being done under town roads and under Cocoa Roads program. Now, of course, it's not possible to throw all of them out here. We have only been selective. That's why we have even indicated against them the regions. We have selected them randomly to ensure that we are looking at the country as a whole, because we have a government, and for that matter, a president who has a general view of the nation. And when it comes to development, we do not play politics with it. The president does not play politics with development. The New Patriotic Party does not play politics with development. Because if you are given the mandate to rule a nation, you have to be honest to yourself. You have to show commitment to the people who gave you that opportunity. And above all, you must fear God. So those who go about saying that in politics define politics as a mixture of lies and truth, The President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, distances himself from that and is not the star of New Patriotic Party. We respect the people of this country and we fear God, and we will not present anything to the Ghanaian people which does not represent the truth. All this presentation that I have the privilege to do, all these updates that I am doing on behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Republic, should be taken seriously. People are watching us. The nation is listening to us. I have the privilege to do this presentation on behalf of His Excellency, the President, and may God forbid that I make mention of one statement which does not represent the truth. But that's not the star of the President, that's not the star of his government. And people should follow and monitor, particularly our distinguished members of the press. I know you are critical, and on the road sector, be critical with me. Don't treat me with kiss drop. Be critical with me, and that is what I want, because whatever is said on behalf of the President, on behalf of the government, on the road sector, represents the truth. And from here, follow up, call to the regions, and I challenge everybody in all the regions that what is being said here today on roads, if there is anything that does not represent the truth, they should come up with it. We have done a documentary, a comprehensive documentary on the road sector, and all the work that has been done, the documentaries will break from this evening on both the electronic and the print media. And there is a program to roll the documentaries out in all the 16 regions in the country, because we have categorized them into the regions, the regional road infrastructure. We have the national documentary, and we have broken them down to all the 16 regions. And from tomorrow, we will be showing this in all the 16 regions. And I will lead the team on behalf of the President, because I know what we are talking about is the truth. And I am confident that I can move with the team to all the 16 regions, assemble the people, and bring what we have done to them for them to ask questions. We will not refer any Ghanaian to any blue book, to any green book, any red book, any yellow book. We will go to them and tell them we have done this in your region. And from today, after this presentation, I am available. And I represent the President, I represent the government, and members of the press ask me the toughest questions, and I will have answers for you. I have the courage, and I have the confidence to do that. So we have listed a number of roles going on simultaneously around the country. I wish I had a lot more time. So, another achievements, we also have donor partner programs, the transport sector improvement, what we call TSIP project, that covers a total of a little over 1,000 kilometers. And this project is going on in Upper West region, Bono East region, Northern region, and Tamale region. And then we also have the Kumasi Road and Drainage Extension Project being undertaken by Chico and is at 64% completion. We are also rehabilitating Asin Fosu Prasu Road, and Jaka is handling it. They have mobilized to site. That project is being disturbed a bit by the COVID-19 pandemic. All the contractors needed couldn't arrive, when countries had to close their borders. But they have brought all their equipment and everything is on site. The La Beach Road completion, which I said stretches from Independence Square to Tema, being dualized. The contractors are there, 2 contractors and are working there, Ganzu and the rest, and they have started work. That's where we are having the Ngwa Interchange, and they have done 50% of the road. And Domain Kitasi procurement is ongoing. The fund has been secured. Kuwaiti fund is being used to build Domain to Kitasi Road. We have a very important university on the stretch, I think Ashashi University, and it will serve as an alternative road to the Aburi road, and is going to see the light of day. The achievements continue. There is dualization of Tema Akosombo, a distance of 64 kilometers. His Excellency, the President, had the opportunity to cut the sod about 3 weeks ago, and it's being undertaken by a company called INZA. They have mobilized to site, they are on site, they have started working. So the current traffic being experienced will be a thing of the past. Thank you. I will make sure I finish within the time. It's being dualized and work is going on. Dualization of Tema and Flowo, President has cut the sod, is being undertaken by a British company, BHM, and it will go beyond the university there, covering a distance of 17 kilometers, with about 3 to 5 interchanges, and so on. Now you can see the Kumasi Road and Drainage Extension Project, which I mentioned, which is going on. We are also doing critical roads. I've spoken about that. We are doing asphaltic overlays. All the critical roads are going on at different places. Katanga Naga Road going on. You see the length and you see progress completion. The achievements continue. The 78 number contracts of critical roads that I mentioned on, I have picked some of them. Then I have picked some of the asphaltic overlays, Sakumono, Ina, city roads being asphalted. The Hohoi town roads being asphalted. You saw it in the short clip, the documentary that you saw. Then Obuasi. We are also working on what we call oil and gas enclave road program, and being supported by JNPC. And we are doing 11 different roads, totaling 330 kilometers in the western region. And this covers Nkrofo Road, Nkrofo Town Roads, Arubo Town Roads, Halfasini Town Roads, and all. From Independence these years, over 60 years, it has taken President Akufo-Addo, it has taken the new patriotic party, the party with vision, to fix Nkrofo roads and Nkrofo town roads for the first time. And we are doing it to bring it to asphaltic level. And we have to do it. The president says he has to do it. Because that's the hometown of our first president, Dr. Nkrumah. We are fixing the roads. We are asphalting the road. We are asphalting Nkrofo town roads. And work is in currency. This can only come from a visionary, serious-minded president who does not play politics with infrastructure. This is a great president leading this nation. The bridges are there for you to see. If you can roll them out for people to see, I can't take them one by one because of time. That's why I said that I wish Kojo is my colleague minister officially, but he told you himself, and it's true. He calls me Papa. You know, and Kojo, you are not treating your Papa well. You are giving me, at least to every rule there's an exception. You should have given me 5 hours because I have a lot to talk when it comes to road infrastructure on behalf of His Excellency the President. So all the doubting Thomases going round saying that they haven't seen anything done by the President on the road sector should from today change their position. And the electronic media is going to show the roads, those completed, those ongoing, that have attained high percentage of completion. And you know, road infrastructure cannot be completed in a week, in a month. Some of the roads, depending upon how critical they are, depending upon the ground conditions, and depending upon their respective lengths, could take 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. Some even take 42, 45 months. And lots of road projects have been completed. More than 20 road projects have been fully completed. And if you say road is fully completed, it's not just pouring the bitumen, depending upon the ground conditions, the surface dressing, or the asphalt overlay. Road fully completed means that it has received its line marking, all the road furniture provided, and all the safety signages, you know, are all there. And depending upon the we have completed a number of roads in this country. So those who, out of ignorance, go about saying, show us the road you have completed, show us the road you have, they are ignorant and they don't know what they are talking about. There are some roads that you cannot even complete within 4 years because the construction period itself will span beyond 4 years. But even those who were in government for 8 years, within 3.5 years, under the leadership of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, we have done more within 3.5 to 4 years than what they could achieve in 8 years. They should wait, God willing, within President Akufo-Addo's second term, they will see if they will have any chance, any opportunity to rule this country again. I have a number of completed roads here, and I wish they will be thrown on the screen for people to see. Completed roads and bridges that have been done. And will show some of the works, the bridges. Please show some of the roads completed and the bridges completed. Show them. These are not 3Ds. These are not artist impression. These are rare on the ground. And I challenge every Ghanaian, I challenge everybody living in these areas that if what we are showing is not the truth, they should come out with it. We take an exception to leaders and governments that define politics as a mixture of lies and truth. We respect the people of this country, and above all, we fear God.
That is what we are showing is not the truth.
Let me conclude by saying that His Excellency the President has done a lot for this country. The road sector, as was handed over to him, was in a terrible condition, but with seriousness, with courage, today, we cannot say that we have fixed all roads. No, it's impossible. All roads cannot be fixed. But with what has been done under the leadership of His Excellency the President,
they should come out with it.
Kenyans themselves are witnesses to what has happened, and the Kenyans are convinced that giving 4 more years to this great person, this great leader, this great man, this great president, more will be done, more will be achieved for this nation. Nation building is not a joke, and I want to appeal to Ghanaians. You should not consider 7 December as a mere ritual, which per our constitution we are supposed to do every 4 years. 7th December, we are going to the pools, you and I, all of us, individually and in our collectivity, to hand over our destiny into the hands of one man, to give one man executive power.
We take an exception to leaders and governments
of our nation. Perhaps it's not about you and I, because we have come far by our ages. We have come far. It's about our children and our grandchildren. This is a man who is doing such a yeoman's job, fantastic job, with all decency and with all seriousness.
That defines politics as a mixture of lies.
I personally experienced with His Excellency the President. I am privileged to be part of his entourage anywhere he traveled to.
And truth, we respect the people of this country, and above all,
telling the press, I'm not telling those of you who are here. I am telling all Ghanaians, and I am telling the world. And may God forbid that I say something or I say anything which does not represent the truth. I traveled with the President, and we were traveling to Hamile. We had a deba at Hamile. Long, tortuous road. Now, the road that we traveled on almost 2 years ago to Hamile, go and see that road now. It has been worked on to bituminous level now. The contractor who worked on is called Ghanaian Construction. Ghanaian Construction. I'm saying this on air, and the members of the press follow it up to Hamile, the border town. And that time, almost 2 years ago, some of our compatriots.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude.
When we got to Hamley, we entered the Deba ground and we sat on the platform. I was next to the president. And may God forbid that I say anything which does not represent the truth. May God forbid.
I'm saying that His Excellency the President has done a lot for this country.
I said, Minister, you saw the road we drove on? Minister, you saw where some of our people, our compatriots are living. When I was in the car, I felt like weeping. This came from the President of the Republic. He said when he was in his car, he felt like weeping. Is the kind of president
road sector
God in his own wisdom has given to the people of this country. You see the passion and the feeling of a leader for you and I. Political leaders, we should be serious. We have responsibility, not to ourselves. And if we get the privilege where we are there in the name of God. We will be accountable to a certain supreme power someday. We should be serious and we should tell people the truth. The president is in motion, the president is working, your government is working. I call for more for the president. Thank you.
I think you can do it better for the Honorable Minister for Roads and Highways. Honorable Minister, I know a 2-hour event, as you mentioned, is not enough to tell the story of what you've done on behalf of the President in the roads and highways sector. But even in this short period, you have made a strong case, as though you were in your element in the days when you used to argue before the Supreme Court. That's what you've done today. For those of you who do not know, the Honorable Minister is a lawyer of many years standing. I'm sure he remembered his advocacy days as he was concluding. I want to highlight three quick things. And then I'll
Health Link Co-Q10 Abreu. Health Link Co-Q10 Yamani Memedru. I Buama Wana Waya Jumaka Krebia and our Brenunya Wadine. Nahe. We use your Health Link Busy Lifestyle tablets. The Kremia Nuro and Mawa Wadine. Now what do you need Jinaso? Now no Pemuya de Pa. As I know Crow Yemiansa. Not an Adimi Mama. A Health Link Healthy Man tablet. It provides vitamins A, C, D, B16. And have a B12 folic acid. A Buama Merima immune system. Nunya Wadine. A Sansu Kremia and Robit to say creatinine, zinc, any ginseng, a mamma rimanya, what Dennis Ronco. Obefa Bako Decro. Wana wedding room, fear Dumianunqua, and Enum. Pharmacy need drug stores, Mubenyabi, at Tufonco Pharmatras Limited. Fre 0561 088 663 and 0561 088 666. Health Link, your link to a healthier lifestyle. In Kratue Food and Drugs Authority, Ajiatun.
Well, for some months now, businesses in Kumasi have suffered because of the COVID-19. Even customers going out to get your stuff has been a little restricted.
Ghana for MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO one district one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS SHS ebusua bia enya mu mfaso e wo say ye bo ban COVID-19 yare bone baye ye sensuo so kanea free na nado ye mampani a owotemane abadaye mane manma December 7th abato oda no si wadwene pi na kwato abama na Akufuado ene MPP mra shebedwani MPP amamu wani behu waso bete for more for nana to do more for you.
Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one. First team Soro Nanado, order number one. Wait. Shasoro Nanado, oh yeah, number one.
One good term deserves another. Kukurudu, minianom Ghana for. MPP aban kwana se de tumi ma wo mo Ghana enyankoso. What the planting for food and jobs aba ama aduane abuso. NAPCO, one district, one factory ama adwuma ba ma mabunu enya bi ye. Enne constituency bia enya ambulance. Ye mano da chinti. Free SHS abusua bia enya mu mfaso. E wo say ye bo ho ban. COVID-19 yare bone ba ye. Ye sensuo so kanea free. Na nado ye mampani a owotemane abadaye mane manma. December 7th abato dano si wadwene pi na kwato abama na Akufuado ene MPP mra shebedwani MPP amamu wani behu waso bete for more for nana to do more for you.